Hey, miss, I saw you earlier. You're the one that tore up the Trump sign.
I tore quite a few of them yesterday.
I got a couple questions. You got a minute?
Yeah, a couple.
So you guys, you're pretty passionate about, not liking Trump, not, he's a racist and everything. And I have to ask you, are you passionate about other, topics? Have you protested before, or is this your first time?
I've protested for gay rights before this. I don't really come to protests too often because there's a lot of violence and hate going on. And yes, I did rip up those signs. Could be viewed as a violent criminal act, but
what about like Monsanto?
Oh, fuck them too, yeah. I haven't been to any of those protests, but I just did the full
March
report.
Against Monsanto was in Oakland.
Yeah.
Have you heard about SB 277?
Have
The
not.
mandatory vaccine bill they just passed in California?
Honestly, I almost don't even want to.
The reason I ask is because I feel like there's a lot of issues that are a threat to all of our individual liberties, all of our rights as human beings, not just as white people or Mexicans or whatever we are, the color of our skin, right? And so I think that if we can focus on those things, then we can make better decisions politically.
Those things should be focused on, but they're not getting as much coverage as something like this would be.
Right, because this is going to get the major coverage. It's all
Unfortunately,
the passion.
that's just kind of how it is.
Why do you think America is so divided right now?
I read an interesting article about the rise of authoritarianism in the country. Basically, if you have a combination of social change and fear, which we've seen a lot of recently, then you have people who seek out someone like Trump, someone who's not afraid to, tell them who they need to blame. I think that that's what's happening, is people are in a situation where they need someone to blame for the condition that they're in, and Trump tells them who to do that, and they're okay following that.
So, if you had to blame somebody for the $17 trillion in debt, the fraudulent war in Iraq, if I could call it fraudulent, based on a lie, that there was weapons of mass destruction, and Saddam had nothing to do with 9/11. Who's the real enemy? Who are the people that are really a threat?
I think that's a hard question to answer because I think it's been a collective effort. There has not been one single person who is our leader, ruler, sole person. We can put everything on it.
They're like behind the scenes.
There really could be. At this point, we have no idea.
Dr. Evil, like with the cat.
Yeah, there could be a Dr. Evil out there. And if that's who to blame, that's who to blame. But it's a collective effort. Nothing gets done with one person, and nothing can be destroyed with one person.
So is there anybody that you feel like represents a better choice than Trump in this election?
It's pretty hard to say. We were just discussing this up in the hotel room, but I don't know, dude.
Yeah, I'm voting for Bernie. I don't necessarily think that everything that he says is realistic, but I think that he respects people, and I think that with that respect that there's a lot of right decisions that can be made. And I think that that's lacking.
These products are made in China and Mexico.
What do you think about the superdelegate situation and the way Bernie's really being robbed of his popular vote?
I think it sucks. There's not much we can do about it. At the very least, it's highlighting that this system is uneven. So
we could protest at the DNC. We could protest outside of Hillary Clinton events.
I'd be down.
You'll be down. What's your name?